Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky and that. I'm late. Yes, indeed, I'm late, but I'm here now. It is October 28th, and this is season 3, episode 1 of the Monte's World podcast. It's been a long time since I talked to y'all. I don't even remember what the last thing I said when I talked to y'all. I just know it's been a long time. It's been a long time. A lot of things have changed. I'm relocated, as y'all can see, or if you don't know, now you know. I'm relocated. I'm in another state now. You know, I've been in this state for the past May, June, July, August, September, about 6 months. And it's been a lot of things that's been going on in this state that I did not expect. I did not expect at all. First of all, share, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you hit that and it say all. Hit that where you can catch all the latest content that I'm dropping. A lot of my content, I'm catching up to my Monte's World my Monte's World podcast, my journey and my journal, when I'm just talking about things that I go through in my life. But a lot of my content so far has been with my two brothers, Larry and Josiah, and we'll be talking about the WWE. It's the WWE talk. And we be dang near dropping every day with that. So don't mind me, y'all. We just real big fans of wrestling, whatever, and I just found a couple of homies that like to talk about it. But now it's time to get back to reality. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all been missing me and I've been missing y'all, and a lot of content, a lot of things that God want me to say to people, and a lot of things that I go through, and a lot of things that I overcame, and a lot of things that I enjoy, and things like that need to be talked about, not just wrestling. So we back on it. We back on it, man. I missed y'all so much. I don't even know what this first episode is going to be about. It's just me talking. And I wish, well, not even I wish, because I can now be on camera again. I got my studio up and running, so I can sometimes, when I'm off of work, go to the house and actually record one of these episodes on video, so it won't just be audio. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the Watch City sign still to come. There's a lot of stuff going on, but got to get that up so I can get that up, posted or uploaded onto my wall, so the Watch City logo will be up, because we still maintaining, doing our thing. But yeah, man, I've been in the trenches. Been in the trenches working one job, then one job became 2 jobs, and then 2 jobs became 3 jobs, and 3 jobs went back to 2 jobs, and then 2 jobs went back to 1 job, and then 1 job went back to 2 jobs. So I just been up and, you know what I mean, up and down, man, up and down. But it's been a journey. I think the last time I talked to y'all, I was talking to this one lady. I forget. I'm not going to say no names or nothing, but I was talking to this one lady last time I was talking to y'all. And that lady is no longer here. I think that I was talking to y'all. If not, I was talking to a young lady, and that didn't work out. We still homies. You know what I'm saying? Salute to her. We was only talking for about like a week, I think, maybe even 2. But now I'm in a whole nother situation. And this situation might be the jackpot. This might be what God was intending for me this whole entire time. This woman is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But so keep praying for me with that. I don't put my relationships out there like that. I mean, I used to all the time, but now I've learned so much, just being grown and being more mature and things like that. That some things ain't meant for everybody to know. You know what I'm saying? But just know I'm in a happy place right now. A very happy place right now, and God is moving, and I appreciate Him. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just leave it like that. You know what I'm saying? I got a podcast coming, another podcast situation. I got a woman that's going to be on the podcast with me so we can get both sides. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be popping off. We might start that off the first of the year, and we're just going to go on with that. You know what I mean? But I don't even, I'm trying to think what I even want to talk about. I don't think I have anything downloaded. I don't think God's giving me anything. I just wanted to communicate with y'all. Shout out to my boy Josh. I know he's been waiting for this because he don't even watch wrestling, so he ain't even really been tapping in. So, salute to my boy Josh and his family, Denise and the kids. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And then all my other fans that was tapping in on the Monte's World podcast and just catching up with me. That's one thing that I'm not going to be able to do right now until I figure things out, is to be on the podcast each and every day for 5 days. Where I used to stay at in Pittsburgh to where I stay at now in Wisconsin, it's a price difference. In Pittsburgh, I was capable of working a certain amount of hours and still make it home in time to have full day to make podcast episodes, to do interviews and things like that with people and stuff like that. Now I have to plan them. I can't go home and be like, oh, let's go over the video, not the video game, but the football game. Nah, I'm at work. My schedule dang near is 5 o'clock in the morning to like 7:30 at night. When I get home, I ain't trying to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? I think Sunday might end up being my day that I record a lot of either my interviews that I have with people, or my podcast for the next day, or any sports game that I think was really dope that I wanted to recap to. I'll do them on Sundays probably. That's what it's looking like, because I get off work on Sunday at 6 o'clock. So I'll probably go home and try to get a lot of material on in, stuff like that. So I'm trying to come back with a little bit more, man. But life is good, man. I came up here not expecting anything, but I expected God to move, because He had me move from that city that I didn't want to leave at that time, because I was really rocking with that city. Salute to Pittsburgh. I wasn't mad at Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no animosity for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh treated me well when I was there. You know what I'm saying? When I got the house, you know what I'm saying? I had the Teslas when I was in Pittsburgh. Caught a lot of football games. Had a lot of celebrities in my car when I was Ubering and stuff like that. Pittsburgh, they treated me well for the 10 years that I was there. And I appreciate it. So when it was time for me to leave, due to the situation that went down, it was just like, God, why do I have to leave? Then I had to move that mindset and be like, no, God, why did I have to leave? To God, well, if I'm supposed to be here, you're going to have to meet me here. Literally. I'm not taking my furniture. I'm not taking nothing. I'm just taking my body and my clothes. I'm leaving my TVs behind. I'm leaving everything behind. You're going to have to meet me here. And when I came up here, He met me as soon as I got here. I ain't going to hold you. God really opened the door crazy. As soon as I got here, things was just been booming. A lot of doors that, even the place that I stay at right now, if y'all, I wish I could see where I stay at. Y'all be like, are you kidding me? Like, I was just in the house. Granted, the house was beautiful. I love the house that I stayed at. You know what I'm saying? I love the studio space that I had. I love the washer and the dryer that was there. I love the outside. That's what I think I loved the most, was the outside. The patios on both sides. Things like that. But this place that I stay at now, the washer and dryer, the Whirlpool washer and dryer, the top and bottom joints, like, what? Come on, man. My living room is so cold. My kitchen, the counter is it's an island, but it's a bar island type with the stools and stuff like that. I got the lights in there and all that, bro. It's me. My tub is crazy. I don't have a regular tub. Like, God just did it again. So like I said, he did it again. Nice little bachelor pad. This spot is dope. This spot is dope. I'm not going front. This spot is one of the dopest spots that I've ever stayed at. I ain't gonna lie. Wooden floors that I loved at Pittsburgh, I got wooden floors again. This time throughout the whole crib though, not just because I had carpet in the studio and I had carpet in the bedroom. But yeah, no, wooden floors. Yep. Still got the studio popping. Y'all know that. You know, got the California king size bed rocking. Y'all know what that is. I don't fool around with no other bed but the California king. That's it. Yeah, TVs on the walls, stuff like that. Like, God has just really gave me back what I had and some. And some. Can't thank him enough, man. I just gotta continue to be obedient for real. There's times that I slip. Time that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Things like that. I don't want to go into no detail, but it's just a lot of things that I should be doing that I wasn't doing. But, you know what I tell y'all right now, I'm even on the praise and worship team. Y'all who follow me on Facebook, y'all can go to End Times Ministries Facebook page. Every Sunday, I'm singing songs on Sunday for the praise and worship team. I'm actually on the team. Yeah. Like, I'm really back on the team. Like, it's like full circle. Man, when I was in Ohio and I was doing praise and worship and I was a part of the team when I was in Ohio. And then went to Pittsburgh and was out of church for like 10 years. And now I'm back in the loop. Now I'm back in the wheel. And I'm back up on the microphone singing praise and worship. It's crazy how this works. It's crazy how this works. You can try to run as much as you want, but at the same time, God has a way of putting you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? Or where you're supposed to be. And I don't no longer run. Man, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, apparently. You know, and that me being obedient and me doing this, I'm like, God, but I need somebody to be in my corner while these things and when times get rough, you know me. And all of a sudden, boom, he hit me with a I don't even want to talk about my baby right now. I could go on for days about what God has blessed me with. I'm blown away. I'm blown away every time I see her. I'm like, what? It just elevates every time. Elevates every time. Just when I thought that I couldn't have somebody as cold as my last one. Because my last person that I was with, she was beautiful. Hands down. One of the most beautiful persons I've ever seen. Period. Like, she was beautiful. And now I see what I got now. It's just, wow. I be having some beautiful people. Some beautiful people. I'll be like, bro, I got to get myself together. I got to get in the gym. I got to do whatever. I can't just keep letting them look at little old me. I don't look at me as anything compared to them. I'm like, man, what? Y'all should be passing me, but it's how I, you know what I'm saying, who I am, how I carry myself, how I treat them. To the most respect, thing of that nature. But anyway, off that. This season 3, man, it's going to be very impactful. It's going to be the mindset is going to be different. The conversation is going to be different because I'm in a different situation right now. I'm in a different mindset. I'm in a different mode. I'm in a different everything. Like, I'm not saying I'm happy again because the past 2 years, or not 2 years, yeah, the past 2 years, maybe 3, 4, I wasn't that happy. I wasn't in a relationship no more with the person. You know what I'm saying? I tried to run it back. This situation didn't work, and I was just stuck there. I was just like, dang, man, I thought that I gave my heart, mind, and soul in that situation, and for it to not work, it's crazy. And it's you know, a lot of it's because of me. I left because I felt that I deserved better and on situations that happened. And then, but it was me, and I had to leave. I left state. I went to the ocean and went to go sit in front of the ocean. Me and my boy Abel, shout out to Abel. We went to Florida, and we were just out there. And I was just, one day, I just went over there, just let it all out. I was just talking to God. It was just like, God, what's going on? And he was just like, it's you. You need to change this. You need to get back to yourself. You need to get back to being who you are. You changed for these people, but you're not being yourself. That's what we're going to talk about today. It's being yourself. not allowing anybody on this earth to change who you are. Be yourself, no matter what relationship you're in. Present yourself in that relationship as who you are. Don't try to go over the top to please a man or to please a woman, because if that's not who you are, don't do it. Do what you can do consistently. Do what you can do consistently. That's it. If you can't buy flowers every day, don't be buying flowers. If you can't, what else? If you can't take her out to eat or take him out to eat every day, don't take her or him out to eat every day. Because when you present that at the beginning of the relationship, they're going to expect that all the time. And when you change, and it's not even change, it's because, let me say this, it's not you changing back to changing to be like, oh, I don't want to do it no more. No, you're officially starting to be yourself. And yourself was never a person who went out to eat like that. Yourself was never a person who bought flowers and bought jewelry and stuff like that. You were never that guy, or you were never that girl to do that for your partner consistently like that. You're still trying to impress this person. You only been talking to him for a month, talking to him for 2 months, 3 months, maybe 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that you're doing that you really don't do, but you see that person has officially have gotten used to it. But it's not who you are. So when you change and go back to being who you are, and they're not attracted to who you are, and they're like, no, now things are starting to look a little funny, and you're like, well, why are things looking funny? It's because they were attracted to what you were bringing to the table, that you stopped bringing to the table, because what you brought to the table was never you to begin with. That was the problem. Who you brought to the table was never who you are or who you were to begin with. You were putting on a facade because you wanted him or her to appreciate the fact that you can buy them things, to appreciate that you can take them places and do all of this stuff. When you know for a fact you couldn't afford it, but you wanted to do so much for them. Now, reality sets in and you can't consistently take these people places or buy them flowers consistently or buy them jewelry or take them out to eat or do these things consistently. Whatever you were doing, you can't do consistently. So now you've becoming yourself, the person who wasn't consistent in those things, and now they're upset. Now you see they start to act a little funny. They're starting to act a little strange. And you're like, well, why y'all acting like that? Or why are you acting like that? Why is she acting like that? Why is he acting like that? It's because they're attracted to what you brought to the table. The problem is you should have never brought that. You should have been yourself, and they should have accepted it for what it was or moved on. And like, yeah, I'm glad you're being yourself. I just want more. And then they would have just went with somebody else. All y'all doing is playing a trickery game. Oh, I got to do what it takes to catch them. And after you catch them, that's it. You don't do anything to keep them. And the problem is, the reason why you don't do anything to keep them is because the way you got them was never who you were in the beginning. The thing that I love about this relationship that I'm in right now is I literally am myself. There's nothing that I bring to the table that I would never do. Like, I joke around with her like I joke around with y'all. I play games with her like I play games with y'all. I talk smart with her like I talk smart with y'all. I don't do nothing different. I love her like I love y'all. Like, I love her. Like as far as like, oh yeah, I love her. So it's like, but I'm being me. If you've been around me, y'all know how I act. Y'all know how I function. You know how I get down. I don't change how I act, function, or how I get down when she's around. I'm the same way, because that's who she was attracted to from the beginning. Me getting smart with people. Me clowning around, joking around all the time. Me doing this all the time. Me doing that all the time. Me clowning, being silly all the time. She's attracted to that. So I'm literally being myself in a relationship. And I'm not scared to be it. And some of us be in relationships and we be scared to, I talk about everything to her. Everything that come to my mind. There was things that I didn't want to say in my prior relationships with an S, not just the last one, and relationships that I was scared to say because I didn't know how they would respond. I didn't know if they would stop talking to me. I didn't know if they would get the attitude. I didn't know any of that. So I just held all that stuff in. When you hold stuff in, it causes stress. I started losing my hair turning gray all fast, all this crazy stuff. All because I couldn't be real with my partner. Not saying that they were, not saying that they were saying you can't be real with me. But they just didn't understand that part because of the lack of communication on my end. If I would have continued to be myself, which was just say whatever was on my mind, regardless of what the outcome was going to be, things would have been a little different. But since I didn't present myself like that at the beginning of the relationship, that's probably what the problem was. So I put that on me. But at the same time, it's like the relationship that I'm in right now, it's so, I'm literally, I talk about so much stuff. It don't matter what it is. Don't matter what subject. It don't matter. None of that. I tell her everything. If I feel a way about something she did, I tell her. But I tell her in a respectful manner. I don't come with her with disrespect. I don't talk to her in a smart situation or nothing. I just tell her. So far we've never been in a situation to have to say anything of those natures. But at the same time, in a respectful manner, it's in my mind to know, like, yo, in the past relationships, you used to bring up things the wrong way. You used to talk with authority and over talk people and stuff. Like, no, I don't do that no more. I respect people. I respect people's opinions. I respect what they have to say about me and things of that nature. I feel respected. That's why I can respect them, because I feel that what I'm saying to them, they really take heed on what I'm saying. They really change when I say, like, yo, I don't like that, or this, and this. I feel that they would change. There's something, I forgot what happened. It wasn't bad, but it was just like, yo, I don't like that. Like, that was boom, boom, boom. I'm talking about this thing changed immediately as soon as she heard that he ain't like that. Boom. Next thing you know, had another opportunity to do, it was changed. I'm like, yo, wow. I had to acknowledge it. To be like, yo, I appreciate you listening to me. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, because I told you that I didn't like da-da-da-da-da. And you just, okay. And you changed it. And never once have you brought it back. You was like, no, he don't like that. Different. Not no, oh, well, if you don't like it, too bad. I'm going to keep doing it or whatever, this, and this. No, you care about how I feel for real. Because you can tell that I care about how you feel for real. You know? When it's give and take in relationships, bro, can't do no wrong. You know? So, be yourself in relationships. Be yourself. And a lot of y'all who've been in a relationship for 4, 5, 10 years, and y'all been faking faking the whole time, and all of a sudden, y'all starting to not like being who you are. So now you're turning back to who you are. But since you're turning back to being who you are, that's not who they were attracted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you like, oh, I'd rather just stay home. But before, you used to go out every weekend with her or with him, because that's all they wanted to do was go out. You was never even an outgoing person. You was only doing it for them. You wanted them to appreciate the fact that you were going out your way to do things for them, but they weren't even showing that signs of appreciation because of the fact that they assumed that that's what you were doing. They thought that you were already an outgoing person. So why would they appreciate you going out with them when you were already going out in the first place? Now, since you like, nah, I don't want to go out, and you say that once, and then you say it again, they like, dang, well, you don't like going out, why not? And then you say, well, I never was an outgoing person. The first thing they're going to say is, well, why didn't you say nothing in the first place? You should have said something. But since you want to win that person over, you just do whatever they want you to do. No, be yourself. If you don't like that, tell them I don't like it. Everybody's not the same. You don't have to be the same as your partner. You ain't going to like everything your partner like. There's a lot of things that my girl that I got right now that she like that I don't. There's a lot of things that I like that she don't. But the majority, we like everything together though. There's a lot of stuff that we just You like that? Yeah. From TV shows to movies to food, everything. We dang near eat the same thing. We watch the same shows. Oh, it's insane how we connected with that. Like, I don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to keep hyping her up. But yeah. But in relationships, man, you gotta realize and y'all gotta understand and start to understand that you have to be yourself. Do not fake the facade. If you don't like this food, tell that person that. If you don't like the way they talk to you, tell that person that. If you don't like the way that person smells, tell them about that. If you don't like you got to bring this stuff up. Because if you don't bring this stuff up and you've been living with it for years and years and years, and then finally you just explode and say something to that person has every right to feel away. Because they never knew you felt that way. So since they never knew that you felt that way, you cannot hold them accountable and just blow up on them assuming that they just going to take that. Like, no, they're not going to take that. They're going to look at you like, bro, but you didn't tell me that you ain't like that. I've been doing this for years. I've been smelling this way for years. I've been eating this way for years. I've been doing this for years. I've been going over here for years. I've been doing this outside with you for years. Now all of a sudden you tell me you don't like it. You telling me you don't like the smell. You telling me you don't like the food. Like, stop trying to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to understand. Being honest is the best thing that you can do in a relationship. Being honest. That's the best thing that you can do. You're not going to like everything. But at least that's how you build trust. That's how you build relationships. That's how you build trust. Loyalty. It's because that person know, like, yo, you let them know on the real. Like, yo, I don't like that. I don't like the way you do that. I don't like to do, and it's not even and bring it, like I said, and bring it up in a respectful manner. Don't come at him in a disrespectful say, hey, I don't like that, and da-da-da. No, like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm not really a fan of this or how you do that, and I don't like this, but whatever. Let them know. If you don't let them know and you just sitting there living with it because of the fact that they're beautiful, or he's so handsome, he got all the muscles, or she's so cold, her body is amazing, so you just let them get away with murder? No. You can't do that. I've done that all my life. All my life. There was ways that I was being treated by certain people, and I would just let it rock because of how beautiful they was. Man, listen. The woman, I keep bringing her up, I'm sorry, y'all, but the woman that I'm with right now, she is amazing as far as looks. She is amazing. Top and bottoms. Crazy. Amazing. She is a grown woman. She can take care of herself. She literally don't need me for nothing. And I'm not lying when I say that. When I say that she got her own money and she got her own for real. She don't need nothing from me at all. What I bring to the table ain't even enough to what she be on. Like, what? No. Nowhere. I bring me to the table, and she's attracted to that. My funny, my humor, the way I treat her, the respect that I have for her. Not because I bow down to her and everything she say. She know that. Listen, I'm going to forever be Monte. I don't care how beautiful she looks. She won't disrespect me and get away with it. No. Those days are over. I don't care how beautiful she is. Those days are over, and there's no disrespect to her at all. But what I'm saying is, it's not about the looks at all. We're going to make that clear. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care how good you look. You will not disrespect me, bro. Nobody. No, it's not just her. Nobody will ever disrespect me again. Ever. So it don't matter about the looks. But it took so much in my life that I had to go through to get me to stand on this, to be like, bro, no, you'll never disrespect me, bro. Ever. And I'm not saying like disrespect like, oh, bro, you go in public and just start dogging you and da-da-da-da in public. No, I'm saying things like people who just don't want to appreciate you. That's disrespect. They don't want to acknowledge the things that you do for them. That's disrespect. And I'm talking about consistently, not you cooked for me yesterday, but then you cook for me today and you ain't say nothing. Then you cook for me the day after that, you didn't say nothing. Or I paid your phone bill and whatever and you didn't say nothing. Because now you think it's a requirement. That's your responsibility to make sure that I'm straight. No, it's not. But in my mind, I thought it was. I'm about to take care of this. Pay all your bills. Make sure you straight. Make sure I, you know what I'm saying? I got food for you. Make sure I buy you food. Make sure I do this. Them days is over. And like I said, I don't care how beautiful my girl is right now, or my woman is right now. She will never get away with none of that stuff. She would get kicked to the curb just like any average person. I don't care how beautiful you is, and I don't care how much money you got. You would get tossed to the side. I refuse to get disrespected by anybody. Anybody. So this has nothing to do with the fact that she's whatever. So that's the mindset that you need to have, is you refuse to get disrespected. But the crazy part about all of that is we don't learn that till later on in life. We don't get to like 30, we get to 40. That's when we just stop caring. We just be like, you know what? I refuse to ever get disrespected. You will never disrespect me ever again. You will never da-da-da-da-da. Boom, boom, boom. You see how everybody starts saying that now. But the time when you was in your 20s or at the beginning of your relationship, you just let it happen because of how handsome that guy was or how beautiful that girl was or that woman was. So you just allowed the dude to just talk to you crazy, or you just allow her to be on her phone all the time and not talk to you in the house. Y'all not having conversation. She's not sparking up conversation. She's not having sex with you. She's not cooking for you. He's not having sex with you. All he want to do is smoke and play video games. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. Everything, all of this stuff, that's disrespect at an all-time high, especially when somebody is controlling the narrative. Oh yeah, well, I ain't got to do nothing for you. I'm controlling the situation. No, bro, no. You got to put your foot down early in the relationship, and a lot of people don't do that. And when they don't do that, later on down the line, they find out that the relationship that they was in, they had no control over, and boom. And it's not even about controlling. It's got every part of respecting yourself, which is not allowing other people to disrespect you. That's what it is. And a lot of us allow people to disrespect us by just treating us any old type of way. And we cooking, not even cooking, we making sure the house is clean for each other. We making sure we washing the clothes. We making sure they got rides back and forth. We making sure their vehicles is available. We're making sure that, you know what I'm saying? We're doing all of this, but all of this stuff, they make it as you're required to do that. What? No, I don't have to do none of this. It doesn't matter what kind of relationship I'm in. I don't have to do nothing. I do it because I want to. I do it because I'm in love with you. I do this because I appreciate you. I don't do it because it's a requirement, because it's never a requirement. I'm not required to do anything for you. That's the mindset you need to have. And that's the mindset that your partner needs to have. Is I'm not required to do, oh yeah, well, I'm a husband and it's my family, so I'm supposed to take care of my family. You're not, that's in your mind and the way that the world's set up, that's your required. But at the same time, you have your own, how I want to say this. You have your own, you have your own mindset. You can choose to not take care of your family if you don't want to. You have your own picks. You can say yes and you can say no. Today, you can wake up tomorrow and be like, you know what, I don't want to pay for none of these bills. You might look crazy at the end, but at the same time, you have the option to do that. You are your own man. But what I'm saying is the reason why you will probably stop it is because with you doing it, there's none of the kids and none of your wife or your girlfriend or whoever, none of them is appreciative of what you're doing. And you can tell because they're not treating you right when you get home from work. There's no food there. They're not trying to make you no food. They know you've been working for 12, 13 hours today. But you come home and you still got to eat. You got to find some food. They got pizza pockets for you. You got pizza rolls. They don't got no real food for you at all. They don't appreciate you, bro. They don't appreciate what you do. They don't pay for none of the bills in the crib. You pay for them. Now, if y'all situation is different and y'all both split the bills down the middle, that's a different story. But at the same time, even with that, that does not mean that, if they, like I said, if they appreciate you, they still gonna make you food regardless of how tired they are. If they appreciate you. I'm learning that now. My girl don't stay with me at all. But every time I get off work, she makes sure I got something to eat. Every time. Every time. She makes sure I got something to eat. Every time. Every time. It's not oh, I'm tired, I'm too tired, I don't want to cook today, or this. No, it ain't none of that. It's, okay, babe, I'm about to make this. She come cook at my house, clean the kitchen, make sure I'm straight, go home. Sometimes she might spend the night. Sometimes she don't. But she makes sure I'm good when I got off of work. She don't stay with me. But she know all the hours that I'm putting in. She know what I'm trying to do. She know what I'm trying to build. She know what I'm trying to do. She know I'm trying to hold my end of the situation up. And she's appreciative of it. When somebody appreciates you for real, you ain't got to ask for that. It just happens. You don't got to be like, hey, babe, can you make me something to eat? They clearly know you ain't eat today. But they sitting there on the couch acting like they don't know you didn't eat today. Like, bro, they don't appreciate you. Oh, I was working all day. Like, listen, bro, I get it. I get it. You work just like I worked. I get that. 1,000%. But the woman is still the nurturer, though. They still the ones that take care of the household. If you working, salute to the woman that's working. I'm not mad at no woman that's working. Shout out to my girl that's working. She works. My woman that works. She works. She does a heck of a job of what she does. She does. But we had a conversation about, like I told her, I was like, you can't put yourself in that category when you decided to sign up to work. We didn't ask you to work. You chose to. Oh, well, because I was single and independent. Exactly. I get that. But what I'm saying is, I'm like, you didn't have to work. If you were a man, you didn't have to work. You didn't have to. But the economy that we in right now, you need 2 incomes, possibly 3. But what I'm saying is, a lot of women I work too, so it takes away from the nurturing part that they're supposed to do in the house. Men aren't nurturers. That's why we can't just take care of stuff that we want, all the, you know what I'm saying, the soft stuff. Like, we can do it. Like I said, I can cook, I can wash clothes, I can cook, I can fold clothes, I can wash dishes, I can clean the kitchen, I can do all of those things. But those things, a lot of those things women are just built to do that. That's just what they do. Nurturing, being loving, serving food, making food for the kids, making food. That's just what they do. So what I'm saying is, when women decide to get jobs, which nobody is mad at, they take the nurturing part away because now they want to be like a man. Oh, well, yeah, I brought in the money too, so I'm just chilling. I'm like, okay, so none of us is eating. Well, why don't you cook? I'm like, okay, I can cook. But what I'm saying is this. I'm not a nurturer, though. I could just make some pizza rolls and be done. You want a whole meal. I might not be able to cook. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot. Like, I'm going to have her on this podcast and we're going to talk. Because it's a lot of things that women decide to not do because they work. But the conversation is, why did you stop doing those things just because you work? You know what I'm saying? We don't want to go biblical. If we go biblical, there's a lot of women in the Bible that didn't work. They just took care of their man, and their man brought the food to the table for the woman to make it happen. The man brought the food and the money to the house for the woman to take care of him and the kids. But now it's different, which I understand. I understand that. This is not that time back in the day. This is a whole new time. I get that 1,000%. But what I'm saying is, you can't take the nurturing part out of a woman just because you work. And that's what y'all be trying to do. The woman makes a house a home. That's a fact. The woman makes a house a home. All dudes who stay by themselves, they stay in a house. It's not a home because ain't nobody there making it a home. It's just them. Woman, same way. It's just a house. It's not a home unless you taking care of something that's in there. Unless you got kids that you're taking care of. That's a home. Unless you got a man that you're taking care of. That's a home. But y'all mindset is so, oh, I'm working just like that nigga working. So forget all of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not cooking for him. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. So you're going against who you are being a nurturer. That's who you are by nature. And you just going against it because you want to be a man so bad. Oh, I just want to work and that's it. Let's be clear. That ain't all that men do. You act like we just only work. Like, yo, when your car breaks down, who's fixing it? Or who's paying to get it fixed? The man. If you need an oil change, he's fixing it. If you need this, who's fixing it? When the TV goes down, there ain't no woman trying to fix the TV. When the toilet get broke, ain't no woman trying to fix the toilet. When the stove stop working, ain't no woman stop trying to fix the stove. The stove. Ain't no when the washing machine get broke. There ain't no woman back there with the tools. The men do all of that stuff, but at the same time, y'all say we ain't doing nothing. What do you? All you do is work. Yeah, but I make sure that you got new tires on your car. I make sure you got oil change so you can get around. I make sure you got gas in the car. I make sure you got an automatic start on your car so you can actually have your car warmed up if you stay in a cold climate. You know what I'm saying? I make sure that all the appliances and everything in the house is fixed, because when things break, the first thing you say is, "Oh, babe, can you fix such and such?" Or to get a TV mounted on the wall. "Oh, babe, can you mount it on the wall?" I don't hear no women talking about they mounting TVs on the wall. But when the man do it, because that's what you were supposed to do. See what I'm saying? See all the things that men do for real that women don't acknowledge because of the fact that they just think that that's just what it's supposed to be? You got to stop functioning like that. That don't work. Just because you work. You know what I'm saying? Just because you work. You come home, you still should be able to take care of your man. Sexually, these dudes is having to ask for sex now because y'all claim that y'all so tired. These dudes is asking for food because y'all claiming y'all so tired. But yet when he come in the house, "Oh, babe, my car stop working. So now he got to drive it to the mechanic. Now he got to do this. Oh, yeah, well, I seen the washing machine start working. Now he got to go and look on YouTube to try to fix the situation because you ain't doing it because it's not your job. It's his job to make sure everything in the house is making sure it's taken care of. So why are you playing like he only work? He makes sure everything is functioning properly in his house. So if he's functioning and making sure everything in his house is working properly, why can't you acknowledge that? Why can't you appreciate, "Oh, well, shoot, hey, I ain't got to do this because my man got that taken care of. Oh, I ain't got to wash my car. My man got my car washed yesterday. Oh, I ain't got to get an oil change. My man got my oil change the other day. Oh, I ain't got to worry about getting the washing machine fixed. My man fixed it the other day. Oh, yeah, the toilet was jacked up or the sink was messed up. My man went in there and fixed it. Oh, yeah, the TVs needed mounted. Oh, I ain't worried about it. My man mounted it when I got home from seeing. I was capable of watching my TV shows because my man mounted the TV for me." That's not acknowledged at all because y'all just say all we do is work. On that note, that was episode 1. I appreciate y'all. We got a lot to talk about. Gang, peace.
I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to. I feel that you ought to go. Treating me like I'm the man. I feel like you ought to go. The things that you do with your hands, I feel like you ought to go. The way that you twerk when you dance, I feel that you ought to go. Baby, you show it, that's for real. To me. And I can't keep it low-key. See, everything you do to me is crazy. Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your This was a fresh kill. What you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but not the eastbound.